Well, like I said earlier, getting ready now for the Mini Stock Mini Open to come out trackside. You can see for the fans at home, a couple of the trucks back in staging and getting ready to come out here onto the track. Here they come right now. Got a few people checking in. Chris Lundy goes, what's the temp outside there? I'd have to say probably 85-ish, right around mid-80s, maybe low 80s. Nice breeze. But then he goes, I am in the air conditioning watching the best racing in SoCal. By telling us you're in the air conditioning is not covering your butt by telling us you're watching the best racing in SoCal. No. I still curse him to popping the fuse that runs the air conditioner. So then we also have Dan Campbell. It's an awesome live team at Take It Live.
That's how we're throwing this out there, Take It Live, right?
He's down there.
Yep.
He's down there somewhere.
In his cave?
He's probably in the air-conditioned trailer.
In Dan's cave?
Yeah.
Should you go pop the fuse for him?
I'll just pull the plug. So here's our lineup for Mini Stocks and Mini Open. On the front row will be the Mini Opens. Brian Cannon in the 73 and Thomas Madigan in the 47. Both those trucks are former Pro Light chassis. Well, they're still Pro Light chassis, but
Still, yeah,
from back in the day. And we got to kind of bag on Brian Cannon a little bit.
Hey,
he
completed qualifying.
Yeah, he got to turn 2 and kept on going. But he's also got more laps on the street in front of his house than I think probably anybody else that's going to and from work, but in his race truck. So let's now go to our mini stocks. Here's our lineup on the front row for that group. We've got the 70 of Brent Veenstra alongside of Anthony Scuzzi in the 36. Row 2 in the mini stocks is Robert Orr in the 15 and Ryder Palmer in the 77. And then another row of mini stocks. We got the Wardrobes, the 99 of Kevin and the 98 of Jaden. That's our lineup as we get ready to go green flag racing. I'm still trying to figure out how we can have people talking to us on Facebook and different people talking to us on YouTube, but they're not the same. How we don't have that crossing that bridge.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at tech, but not that good. I don't know how that works.
Anybody that, I don't know, can they hear us on Facebook?
Well, no, on Facebook you have to, it's the YouTube.
So they can still hear us even though we're talking on YouTube?
It opens it up in Facebook, yes.
So
somehow.
Yeah. Sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Whoa, something was going on goofy there.
I was a little confused. Were they playing games?
They held, the front row held them all the way to the flag stand. There's actually cones out here.
They were past the start. Oh, no, they're past the start zone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can see the orange cones. From the first set of orange cones to the left, that's anywhere between these two sets of cones, they can start. Hey, Dan. So as we've got Brian Cannon out there showing the way around, not sure what the confusion was at the drop of the green flag, but the front row held the entire field all the way to the flag stand, which is something unusual, and they let it go. But right now, as far as mini stocks go, Brian Cannon showing the way, but Tom Madigan in second. Probably about 2 seconds or so back, maybe 2.5 seconds. And Anthony Scusi right now leading in mini stocks. Ryder Palmer second, Kevin Wardrop third. So we want to inform everybody that's watching us at home, if you're watching us on Facebook, please go to our YouTube channel and you can do the subscribe to our YouTube channel, but it's all Great American Short Course, 2 words. Short Course is 2 words. So we can talk to you on our YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on Facebook, go to the YouTube channel. Once again, Great American Short Course is 2 words. The Short Course is 2 words, and you'll find us there. So we want to be able to talk to everybody. So. Oh yeah,
Ryan, getting some good advice there.
So Brian Cannon has still got the point.
And still running.
Oh, you're getting brutal. You are getting brutal. Hey, kudos to this guy. I mean, it's taken him a long time. I mean, a long time to get that truck running and working. And basically, it's been running and working for quite a long time as well. But it's taken a long time to get him also to the track. So I can't help but think that the last thing he wants to do is rip off a fender.
No. Not with all that work and that beautiful wrap.
Or peel off a tire and ruin a wheel. And so,
this is basically the first time really shaking the bugs out in race conditions.
Yeah, I mean, he's never raced a real pro light. He's always been in a 7S style, mini stock kind of thing. Tom Madigan coming out of that final corner, I believe, is the competition yell. It'll be coming out next time by. So Chris, Chris Lundy, we're just glad that you're tuned in and watching us. It doesn't matter where. I'm just picking on you in the air conditioning. Now, if you were sitting by the pool, then I'd have an issue. Then we'd be doing some serious bagging on you. So we got a nice little race going on for the top 2 spots right now in mini stocks with Anthony Scusi and Ryder Palmer. Palmer about 3 car truck lengths back.
Choosy.
Scusi, bite me, whatever.
I'm just going to stick his dad on you. So it's funny, you're talking about the social media. I work with this particular announcer that you may or may not, you do know. But we were out at work, you were talking about laying by the pool, and it was a Friday and we're getting paid. He's taking pictures while he's laying by the pool. And certain bosses, in certain race series saw that. So if you're sitting by the pool, he wouldn't be very happy. He was a hot dog man.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
When was this?
Oh, man. 2nd, 3rd year.
Well, there's the Comp Yellow coming out. And
Re-rack, restack.
Yeah, that whole deal.
So we got a little fire out there?
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah.
Not cool?
I'm sure it's hot. You're right.
Did you really just say that?
I'm sorry. It's been a long 2 days, Scott.
I'm going to stick your head out in the sun and
just back me. State the obvious.
So on our mini open, Brian Cannon has the point. Tom Madigan just really hasn't had anything for him the first half of this race. Anthony Scusi has had the point with the mini stocks. Ryder Palmer's been real close, but hasn't been able to make a run at Anthony just yet. So there's they're running 1 and 2 in that class, along with Kevin Wardrop. Third mini stock is also Robert Orr, Brent Veenstra, and Jayden Wardrop.
So Scott, when I had a chance when I was down yesterday, Madigan was talking to him. They were talking about that, I was an older pro light. Said, yeah, it was so old we had to flush the cobwebs out of the radiator. It's the original radiator in there. It still works great.
Whose pro light was it?
He didn't say. I will find that out next time when I go down there. But they were just talking about how they had to get it together.
Nice jump by Brian Cannon. We're going to see if Thomas Madigan has anything for him in the second half.
Cannon, though, really quick. Like he was shot out of a cannon. Boom.
I'm going to go right there again. So did you just really say that? Tell you, it has a Jeff Huseman look to it. You know, I know that Fouch's had, they might still have it. I don't know if they've ever sold it.
Brent Fouch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he just pulled off there, though. He said he was having a little bit of overheating there. Well, it's a flat-mounted radiator, and there's nothing really, you know, the wind or the air's not really getting to it. Where you look like where Brian's is mounted, like the nice fans.
Tell you, nice little run by the top four in mini opens. Brian Cannon kind of dominating the race right now.
But
overall,
Anthony Chuzzi's running a great race.
Yeah.
Ryder Palmer and Wardrop. It's pretty cool seeing Scott Johnson's old 70 out here. It's been moved on to a new driver. That's so great. Oh, Robert Orr almost tags in the rear as I speak about it. Venistra really got a good truck that looks good. And some beating and banging going on. Rob Orr starting to go back there, battling with, looks like Jaden. Yeah, it's Jaden Wardrop. Obviously, 99.
So just a reminder for some of the family members or parents or grandpa and grandma, if you do the social media thing, when your driver's down on the podium and you got Big Dave down here talking to him and you're taking pictures, hashtag those pictures, Great American Short Course. If you throw them up on social media, Instagram, whatever it may be.
Do ads and hashtags.
Yeah, ads.
Yeah.
You got the pound sign and the A with a circle around it.
Which is an ampersand.
Okay, whatever. And.
An and sign.
And, huh?
Yeah, okay.
You have really no idea how slow I am, do you?
Well, I have a word a day calendar. I cheat. No, I'm just kidding. Every morning.
You got a calendar. Tomorrow will be same thing as Tuesday, same thing as Thursday, same thing as next Saturday. Sun comes up, rooster crows. I go out start shoveling.
Mine just goes event.
Well, every once in a while you throw one of those in.
White flag is out for Cannon to the Cali Wrap Shop machine.
Tell you, look at the 3-car battle for second, third, and fourth.
It's a good one for sure.
Man, they've been tagging each other in just about every single corner and then separating down the straight, then tagging again in the turns.
It looks like Madigan back up and running again as Anthony Chuzzi, our leader in the mini stocks, goes by Ryder Palmer, Aubrey, Wardrop, Venistra, Jaden Wardrop, and Rob Orr. And Tom Madigan in the 47.
Oh, look out. We got some big-time rubbing going on for second and third right now.
Oh, no.
One goes around, and we may have issues with that one right there. I have a funny feeling.
Yeah, I don't know.
That 99 got a little on the rough side, if you ask me. He could have lifted and never did.
Or she.
If you can't rotate your truck because somebody's got their nose in there, there's an issue.
That is a problem. Well, Brian Cannon's going to go ahead and take the win there in the mini open. That will give Madigan second. Now it all comes down to Anthony Chuzzi coming across and taking the win in the mini stock one here. And we're going to have to see what race control is going to be their call on that one, that's for sure.
So coming across the line, taking the win is Anthony Chuzzi. He'll be up at the podium again. The 70 of Brent Veenstra, starting the back of the pack at the beginning of this race. We're going to find out if there is a call being made in that last lap maneuver or not. Well, Dave, as you wait for your drivers up out of the podium, I got to look to the first truck in line. And Mr. Cannon, congratulations, but expect to get a little bit of heat. First off, nice job on the track. You made it past turn 2 this time. Woo! But then he pulls up, jumps out, crawls on top of his truck, fists up in the air, he just won, as his truck starts to drift backwards. He forgot to put it in park. Into gears? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, dude, get it out of neutral.
So say those are stick shifts. They didn't have park.
It's good to see you on the track finally, Mr. Cannon. Very cool to finally see you on the track. I'm sure your neighbors appreciate it too.
So let's go ahead and bring up the mini opens here. We got Tom and Brian, and we'll talk to them. All right, here we go. Mr. Cannon, it has been a minute. Good job, buddy. Good to see it. A lot of hard work there. So I'm going to go talk to Tom Madigan here. And Tom, we saw you running a great race there, and all of a sudden, looked like that thing got a little warm. You had to pull it down, let it chill out.
Yeah, we're chasing a heating problem. So I think it's time for some CBR stuff on there. And
I was just going to say that.
Get that thing updated a little bit. But, you know, for a 30-year-old truck that's been sitting in a metal building, it's doing pretty damn good.
Well, and we were just talking, I was like, I know I've seen that truck before, it looked familiar. I guessed wrong, but you told me Rob McCachran. So it's got quite the pedigree.
Yeah, it used to, last time it ran was 94 with McCachran racing it. And then it went to Africa and Australia, and then I ended up with it after that.
Thing should be in a museum.
Yeah, it should be, but man, look at it. It's a cool truck to drive.
It is cool. It is beautiful. Well, you had a good race out there. I know you probably want to thank the people for being up here today.
Yeah, I want to thank my family, friends, everybody that supports me in this. I've been wanting to do it a long time. Ultra Wheels, UTV Distribution, PRP, Revlock, OMF, Multi-Tool. They're the ones that helped me get out here, too.
Give it up to Tom Madigan, everybody. Resurrecting a iconic vehicle and having some fun over here. I'm going to come on over here, get up, fill that third spot here, talk to Brian. Brian, we were always joking, you know, we see you driving up and down the street quite a bit, and, you know, we're so anxious to see how this goes. You don't make it yesterday, a little bit of problem. But look at you today. She woke up, she rode great.
Oh, man, it was awesome. You know, my dad and I and Luke, Ryan, we've been busting our butt. We had a throttle cable break on us right on the start yesterday, and that's what ended my day. You know, if you look at what I'm racing against, you know, I built that truck at home with Kurt LeDuc, and we've been doing it for 2 years. You know, I've raced against this truck in Arizona when Dan Pentago had it, and I know it was fast. So it just, you know, it's all about getting your stuff together, you know, and I know he's going to come back, and he's going to come back swinging, and I can't wait because it's going to be some good battles out there.
Well, I know once he gets that cooling problem going, you guys are going to have a good one. So it's awesome to see. These vehicles are so much fun. The 4-cylinder, you guys are banging gears. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah, well, hopefully they had the in-car camera. You watch the whole thing because they had it in my car. But, yeah, it's definitely a handful. You're throttling, you're tossing, you're grabbing the gears, pushing the talk button. There's a lot of things going on in there, yeah. Yeah, I love it, though. You know, if it wasn't for that man spending time with me on that truck and Kyle LeDuc for the parts that are on it, it wouldn't be here doing what it is today. So.
Well, that's so awesome. Well, you're on top, and I know you got probably some people, and I know you got that beautiful wrap on there too.
Yeah, Cali Wrap Shops, they take care of me. They've always done it. You know, Ultra Wheels, their wheels are impeccable, man. I put them through torture with my other truck. Lucky this one's a little more softer. You know, my dad, he puts all his time. Brian at Essinger, he gives us help, you know, when we need it, you know. And, you know, Brian, he steps up. I mean, we're not a big team. We're just a little family that come out here and make this happen, you know. And that's why it's been in the garage for 2 years in the making, you know.
Well, so awesome. So let's give a big round of applause for both these guys, Tom Madigan, and, of course, Brian Cannon. He's back, and he's on top of the box. So awesome job. He's always out with their family, and I love it. Great to see that.
You know, Dave, we've watched Brian Cannon on social media for the last 2 years working on that truck that he put so many laps on the street in front of his house. I had a thought that he might have to refresh the motor before the first race?
We actually did. That was 3
Nice
weeks.
job, man. Congratulations on getting your butt on the track finally.
Yeah, that's why we missed the first race, because we did all that and we had some issues with some leaks. So but now it's straight.
There you go. That's how it all worked out. All right, let's go to bring up the Mighty Stocks. I got to get it all. Make sure all the names. I walked away too early. Oh, the chocolate milk. Anthony's like, where's my chocolate milk? So, Smitty's really had a great little battle out there, and it looks like a little tie up there allowed you to sneak into the podium position.
Yeah, we got tangled up in the beginning, and it's racing.
Well, it's always a good time, though. I know. Probably have to do a little work, so I don't see your vehicle. Something happened.
Yeah, popped the motor, and the motor's knocking real bad, and I only have second gear, so a little bit of work I need to do.
Still on the box. That's all that matters.
Yep, exactly.
And it's Sunday.
Exactly.
What would you want to thank?
Want to thank my wife, my family, and for everybody supporting us, and Steven for spotting me, yelling at me in my ear. It's pretty fun.
Well, great job there, Denise. Another one making it to the box here, and going to move it on over here to Kevin Wardrop. And real quick, Brooke, which third? Okay, I'm going to pass this here. We got you a K&N $100 there. First place there. Got it. All right. Well, it kind of threw me because Aubrey's always in it there. And all of a sudden you're up here. So awesome job. I mean, there's a rough always out. These things, a lot of work goes into getting them out to the track. I know everybody calls them the junkyard race machines. But, man, these things are like little Timexes. They just beat the heck out of them and they keep on ticking.
Yeah, it's a family thing. We built the trucks a couple years ago in the backyard and just had the kids running them. And I finally said, I'm going to get in and see what happens. And it's tough. It's not that easy. I had to fight like hell. Yeah, it was a tough one. The truck's got a little body work to do some roll shibe on it. Good to go. I'd like to thank Piston Pete's Brewery and Coffee. Had some of their coffee before the race. I'm fully amped. Good stuff right there. And maybe that's why I was a little low on the extreme. But we put the truck on second place, and that's awesome, It's what we wanted to do. That's what we build them for, Come out here and play.
It's so cool. You get to come out with your son and your daughter and the family and just you get the guys go race. And they finally threw the keys to Dad.
Yeah, they finally, I finally got them to cough up the trucks. But really, it's the whole weekend was planned just to race the kids. That was the plan. Yesterday, unfortunately, we lost a fuel pump in the Ranger, so I didn't get to race Aubrey. But today I got to race Jaden, and unfortunately, he got tangled up in that mess. When he finally caught up to me in the end, I wasn't going to let him pass. So it was a great day. Great weekend.
Well, right on, and congratulations. Good to see you up here. And going to move over to Anthony Chusey and $100 again, and the chocolate milk. K&N always stepping up, helps these machines breathe.
So before I start off, I think these two men right here need to switch because he got second and he got third. Yeah.
They change it on me? I don't know. There was all kinds of controversy, so switch it out too. Okay.
All right. First and foremost,
musical podiums.
Musical triple podium weekend, right? First and foremost, this one, I mean, all the glory to the man upstairs. We couldn't have done it without him. My truck was, running real hot yesterday, and we had to go through, plumb the heck out of her, but it worked out in the end. That green flag in the beginning was. That was fun, Brian. That was a blast because I know you were starting the race. So yeah, if we can do that next time, awesome. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to all the guys back at home holding the track down. Everyone who made it out today to watch and attend, and of course, Liam, Poppy Perfect, and Dave. Thank you, and we'll see you guys next time.
And they choose everybody, a great one. So with the podium, musical podiums here, we got it all happen. Wardrop, and of course. Chusey on top of the box there. Scott, back to you from the confusion on the podium.
Well, that's okay, because there's confusion up here in the booth all the time as well, so might as well. But congratulations one final time to those guys up there on the podium as we get ready for our next race. It's a limited buggy 1600 desert buggy race. As it looks like we've got 2, 4, 6 cars coming out in just a moment. That'll be followed by the modified karts. Yesterday's race at modified karts was off the hook, unbelievable. Such a blast and a very dramatic, skilled. I mean, we were witnessing a skilled driver that we didn't know was as skilled as he was. It was tremendous, tremendous race. And as we get closer to the mod kart race, we'll get into that more in depth. But congratulations once again to all these guys down there in the